Good afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source only here at Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines, the Department of Agriculture distributed 23 million pesos worth of livestock and poultry projects to Central Luzon farmers to boost the region's agricultural productivity. Chief Justice Alexander Gasmundo urged judges to ensure technology enhances, not replaces, human judgment and ethical values in the justice system. Former NBI Director Jaime Santiago revealed he was compelled to resign, saying his leadership efforts were not appreciated by the majority. Victor Conte, the man behind the 2000s Balco doping scandal that rocked global sports, has died at the age of 75. Mega World Corporation reported a 14% rise in net income to 18 billion pesos for the first 9 months of 2025, driven by strong real estate and hospitality growth. Filipino golfer Miguel Tabuena is closing in a historic Live Golf League slot after climbing to second in the International Series rankings. A German museum drew global attention after fans linked a century-old painting to Taylor Swift's song, The Fate of Ophelia. Today is 4th of November 2025, Tuesday. I'm Abegail Esquierda, bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. For our breaking news, ICI seeks probe of ex-DPWH executives over Bulacan flood control projects. The Independent Commission for Infrastructure has submitted an interim report to the Office of the Ombudsman on alleged irregularities in the 72.3 million pesos flood control project in Plaridel, Bulacan. The ICI recommended investigating former DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan and Undersecretaries Roberto Bernardo and Maria Catalina Cabral for possible ethical violations. Ombudsman Jesus Crispin Remulla said the probe may also cover former House Speaker Martin Romualdez over the appointment of former lawmaker Elizalde Saldi Co. The first batch of cases is expected to reach the Sandigan Bayan by November 11. Even before Typhoon Tino entered the Philippine Area of Responsibility, the Department of Social Welfare and Development had already prepositioned over 2.1 million family food packs nationwide under its Buong Bansa Handa program. DSWD Assistant Secretary Irene Dumlao said supplies were distributed across regional warehouses in areas likely to be affected. She assured that food pack production continues daily at the Visayas Disaster Resource Center in Cebu, which produces up to 20,000 packs a day. Meanwhile, Pag-asa raised tropical cyclone wind signal number 3 over parts of Visayas and Mindanao, warning of possible 3-meter storm surges. The NDRRMC has also been placed on red alert. Dumlao urged the public to stay alert and follow government advisories for safety. The Department of Agriculture Regional Office 3 has rolled out 23 million pesos worth of livestock and poultry projects to farmer cooperatives across Central Luzon. The distribution coincided with the National Livestock and Poultry Month celebration in Pampanga, themed Makabagong Kasanayan, Lakas sa Paghahayupan para sa Masaganang Bagong Pilipinas. The grants include animal hauling trucks, cattle housing, and farm equipment aimed at strengthening the region's livestock sector. DA officials emphasized that the true progress of agriculture lies not only in technology but in improving the livelihood of Filipino farmers. Chief Justice Alexander Gasmundo reminded judges that judicial technologies must always uphold the core values of justice. Speaking at the Philippine Child Judges League convention in La Union, Gasmundo said innovations should enhance, not replace, the human qualities vital in judicial work. He emphasized that while AI improves efficiency, it must never erode the moral and ethical foundations of justice. The Chief Justice added that through the strategic plan for judicial innovations, the Supreme Court continues to modernize the judiciary while ensuring fairness and integrity remain at its core. Newly resigned National Bureau of Investigation Director Jaime Santiago revealed he was forced to resign from his post. During Monday's turnover ceremony, Santiago said his efforts as NBI chief were not appreciated by the majority, prompting his resignation. Though he did not elaborate on who pressured him to step down, Malacanang earlier accepted Santiago's irrevocable resignation filed last August and has designated former Deputy Director Lito Magno as officer in charge. In his party message, Santiago urged Magno to lead the Bureau objectively, saying that leadership means promoting fairness and discipline, even towards allies or favorites. For our international news, Victor Conte, the man behind the infamous Balco doping scandal that shook global sports in the early 2000s, has died at 75. His company, Snack, confirmed his passing on social media, calling him a fearless leader. Conte was jailed in 2005 after masterminding a massive doping network that implicated Olympic champion Marion Jones and basketball star Barry Bonds. After serving time, Conte reinvented himself as an anti-doping advocate, sharing insights with global sports agencies to combat drug cheats. For business, property giant Megaworld Corporation reported a 14% jump in a net income to nearly 18 billion pesos for the first 9 months of 2025, driven by strong performances in its office, residential, and hotel segments. Revenues grew 8% to 64.4 billion pesos, with office leasing up 16% and mall revenues rising 13% on higher foot traffic and consumer spending. Hotel operations also improved by 13%, boosted by increased travel and room expansions. Megaworld says it remained focused on innovation and township-led growth, despite mixed market conditions. For PSEI update, the Philippine Stock Exchange Index climbed by 52.78 points or 0.91% to close at 5,880.84 at midday Tuesday, while the broader all shares rose 0.55% to 3,568.43. Gains were led by financial sector, up 2.65%, and property, which advanced 2.24%. Meanwhile, industrial and services both slipped slightly. Among the most active stocks, BDO surged 3.44% to 132.20 pesos, while GTCAP jumped 1.44%. On the downside, DMC and SCC fell 4.86% and 5.16% respectively. Filipino golf star Miguel Tabuena is on the brink of making history as he inches closer to a spot of the prestigious LIV Golf League. After his breakthrough win at International Series Philippines, Tabuena climbed to number 2 in the International Series rankings, just behind Zimbabwe's Scott Vincent. The top 2 players will automatically qualify for the 2026 LIV Golf season. With only 2 tournaments left, including this week's Singapore Open, Tabuena's strong finish could make him the first Filipino ever to join the elite LIV Golf circuit. For entertainment, a German museum turned into a Swiftie haven as hundreds of fans visited the museum Wiesbaden to see the painting believed to have inspired Taylor Swift's The Fate of Ophelia. The artwork by Friedrich Heiser mirrors scenes from Swift's music video, drawing visitors from across Europe. Museum officials say they were surprised by the global attention as the 1900 painting gained newfound fame after Swift's song release. Fans dressed up as Ophelia and chanted, "Taylor, come to Wisbaded," hoping the superstar visits the exhibit herself. Katribo, did you know? On October 31, 1896, Emilio Aguinaldo issued his first two manifestos from Kawit, Cavite, titled Liberty, Equality, and Fraternity. These documents called on Filipinos to unite and fight for independence, inspiring patriotism and strengthening the revolutionary movement against Spanish colonial rule in the Philippines. Taking over TikTok once again, Blackpink's Jennie has gone viral with a video that's already hitting 33.3 million views and 8.2 million likes. In the clip, Jennie teams up with fellow Blackpink member Lisa for a fun collaboration on the trending mixed audio "What's Up? X Bees in the Trap." Fans couldn't get enough of the duo's effortless charisma and chemistry on screen. The comment section overflowed with excitement, with one fan declaring, "the best duo ever." Once again, Jennie and Lisa proved they're not just idols, they're icons setting TikTok on fire. That's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. for more updates. Again, I'm Abigail Esquierda, and this has been Tribune News on Cue.